thanks for joining us at the top of the hour. We are glad that you're watching ICTV. Tonight on the front bench, we are going to be continuing with a discussion from our previous episode where we were talking about natural health products and how they benefit the human body. My name is Irene Mutu, sitting in for Samson Ongara. On today's discussion, we are going to be talking about detoxing and what it all entails. And with me, I'm joined by Dr. Muthuri, who is going to be educating us more about detoxing. Welcome, Dr.
Thank you.
Kindly introduce yourself to our viewer.
Thank you very much for hosting me. And hello viewers, welcome back. My name is Margaret Muthuri, and I'm the one who is the guest in this natural health show.
Okay, so can you educate us more about what detoxing is?
Okay, thank you. Detox, it means detoxification. You detoxify because you have toxin. So detoxification is the process of eliminating toxin from the body. So you can use natural products, and if one is very toxic, that causes diseases and fatigue, lack of sleep, or such other things.
So what are some of the products that can be used to detox?
Okay, first of all, I would like to say that why did one became toxic in the first place? We see the body has two needs, nourishment and cleansing. So this detoxification is a part of the cleansing, which is the job of the body. So you can use several things. Detoxification can be done in stages. There is the very first stage, where if you find a client is very toxic, you can make sure that you flush out that toxin. And the way to flush that toxin, you can give them like castor oil seeds, just the one that grow in the field. We have the castor oil seeds that are small. There are different of them, some are very small. So if you take like 2 of those castor seed oil, you go to the toilet, it will look like a diarrhea without stomachache. So that is the first stage of detoxification. And then you also have to do a lifestyle change where you eat right, because that toxin had first of all come because one was not eating right or was not thinking right, and then you also take a lot of water. So that is one of them. The other one is that you can use like fruits. You soak fruits overnight, different fruits. You can use like strawberry, you can use guavas, you can use oranges, you can use lemon water. And if you soak them overnight, you drink that water in the morning. It's called a cleansing water or detoxification water or detoxing water. You can also use lemon alone. You put lemon in a glass of water and then you sip first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. That will also help. You can also use like vegetable, leafy, green vegetables. You make a juice out of it or a smoothie. That will also cleanse the body. So that way you'll be alkalizing your body from a very acidic body. So that is a process of detoxification.
Okay, and how will one know that their body needs to be detoxified? Are there any signs or changes that one may notice?
Yes, a very toxic body, one feels very tired, even when you have not done anything. You may have slept throughout the night and maybe heavy sleep, but when you wake up in the morning, you still feel very, very tired. So that is one of the signs. The other one is pain. You feel like generalized pain. You feel like the shoulders are paining, the arms are paining. You have like a generalized body pain. That is also a sign that you're very toxic. And the other one is mucus. If you have a lot of mucus in you, you're blowing your nose, you feel like you have a cold, you blow your nose continuously, or maybe you're coughing and you feel like even if you cough, you're not, it's not a productive cough, but you still feel like there's something that is left. That is also a sign of toxin. The other one is a dull skin. The skin can be very, very dull, and you see, even if you apply something, it never glows. The skin does not glow, like you have applied oil, but you're still very dry, like a piece of wood, and maybe the skin is also cracking. The other one is where you you do not move your bowels properly, that also is also a toxin. Or if you stay for a long time without going to the toilet, like passing urine, and then you start smelling, sweating, and the sweat is smelly, then that is also a sign that you're very toxic. So bad breath is also another sign that you're also very toxic. If you start having discharge of the reproductive system, that is also a sign that you're very toxic. If you feel itchy, even dandruff, they're a sign of toxin. Yes.
Okay, after noticing all those symptoms, when is it appropriate for one to start detoxing, and for how long should it be done?
First of all, one should never allow themselves to get to that. And that is why they need to know what to eat and how to think. The other time we said anger, bitterness, unforgiveness, and stress, they cause the body to produce a lot of acid. So one should never bring themselves to that stage. And also, there are foods that people are not even supposed to eat, because why would you eat badly so that you'll notice those things and then you start eating? But let's say this is your first time you're coming to hear of us or what we are saying, and you feel like you're suffering from all those signs, then you can start right away. Because like castor oil seeds are all over, you can take them. Even if you take a bit of natural salt, just like a half teaspoon in warm water, that will also start the process of cleansing. Yes. So you start, and then the detoxification is like the body is supposed to cleanse itself. So when you be detoxifying, you are helping the body. But it shouldn't be a lifestyle. This should be like just when you come to know this information, and that is where you want to start. But the body should be cleansing itself. Yes.
And should it be done like often? For example, if I detox today, can I do it maybe quarterly in a year, or I can have like a routine of when to detox my body?
Okay, it depends with the lifestyle. They're very stressed people. They can have like a regime of cleansing themselves. And those people who know they really eat badly. Because there are some people who go to work and they cannot afford good food, or they don't carry good food. Then those ones, they can have like a regime of cleansing. Some can be like every 3 months, others like every half a year, others once a year. Because something like the liver need to be cleansed at least once a year. Because most of the oils that we eat and fats, they're not healthy. And so if you cleanse the liver does 500 jobs. So that liver will help you. So once a year, let's say 3 months, half a year, or once a year, depending with their lifestyle. So this is not like a uniform thing. It should be tailor-made, for you and for others.
What are the benefits of detoxing the body?
Detoxification is very helpful because it helps the systems of the body to work right. Like I've just mentioned that the liver does 500 jobs. So if you have a healthy liver, it will help remove most of those things. Let's say you have a cold, or maybe you have an infection, you go to the hospital and you're given antibiotics. Where the organs that try to remove that medication, which is synthetic, are the liver and the kidneys. So if you cleanse, then you see you'll be giving your organs a healthy state to be able to do what it is supposed to do. And also you'll find your skin will glow. Then you'll find you don't have bad breath. And then you'll find even if you sweat, you won't even be running away from people. You won't be keeping yourself intact because you don't want people to be near you when you're sweating. And also you'll also feel strong, you'll feel healthy, you'll feel vibrant, you'll wake up and you'll be able to do your things. So a clean body is very vital.
Some people have existing conditions like blood pressure, diabetes. Are there some things that those people should consider before they pick their method of detoxing? Are there things that may affect their bodies while detoxing?
And that's why they should visit somebody who is a professional so that they can work with them. Otherwise, The reason why people are hypertensive, they're diabetic, is because their systems are not working. And this we can only explain properly if you talk about individual conditions separately. Because if we talk generally, like we talk about hypertensive, those people who are diabetic, those are two groups of people. But for those who are diabetic, some of them, there are some fruits that they can eat and they spike their blood sugar. So when you talk about putting some fruit in the water, that may not really work for them. So they need to work with somebody who will help them. So it's important to be conscious, but everyone need to cleanse so that they can get out of that condition.
So, Madam Mudhuri, what comes out of the body after you detox?
Thank you again. And viewers, this is what we are going to talk about, what comes out of the body. This depends with what type of cleansing you're doing or detoxification you're doing. If you're doing something we call liver gallbladder cleanse, when you cleanse, you might see different things in the toilet, like you made diarrhea. It's not that diarrhea that will kill yourself, that will kill you, or that will require for you to go to the hospital to be put on a drip. You just flush out those toxins that are in the body. And one of the things you can see in the toilet is like things that are whitish, like cotton wool. And that will signify that the blood vessels have been cleansed of what they call cholesterol. And if you had a high cholesterol, the bad cholesterol, they call it LDL, then when you go for testing next time, you'll find that it has lowered. Even if it will not have normalized, you'll find that there is a change. You can also see some brown things that are floating, and some of them will be shiny. That means that your body is being cleansed of heavy metal. So floating, shining, brown things. If you find something that is black, floating, shining, that will signify that the body has been cleansed of acid. You might find some green things and you have not even taken anything green. You find like green, green colors. That means that the body has cleansed itself of the gallbladder. You might see some tint of blue. That means the kidneys are being cleansed. So you might find different things. Sometimes you can just go to the toilet and just find what you're passing is water. Because some of the cleansing you might need to abstain from food for a while so that the professional will know what you have expelled from your body. So you might just find you're just flushing a lot of water that when it falls on the open skin, it will burn you. That also signifies too much acid in the body. And from there you start feeling better.
Okay, we have heard of people who have had issues with the body organs. For example, people who have issues with their kidneys and they need transplants. Others, they have issues with the digestive system and even the reproductive system. Is there a way you can use natural products to cleanse specific organs in the body?
Yeah, you can. You can cleanse different organs in the body. There is a procedure we do. It's not like a procedure. It's like a process that you do. You do something we call oil pulling. And this oil pulling, I don't know whether I should mention it at this point or you have another question for me on how to do it. But oil pulling will help you cleanse those organs. It's non-invasive and it shouldn't interfere with what your doctor is doing. Because every tooth in your mouth correlates with an organ. So when you do oil pulling, that will help you cleanse those organs. There are also specific cleansing, like the one of the reproductive system, and that is also something that it's hard to talk on the air, but yes. The reproductive systems can also be cleansed. You can also cleanse your lungs. Those people who you feel like they cough but they never expectorate. There's a way you can do that. You can use like mint, just the leafy mint, and you just use with boiled water. You can also use eucalyptus and even salt. If you put salt in boiling water, that will help you. In a place like America, you'll find where they have something we call a salt house. It's just built and then it is just covered with salt. You just go there for 2 hours and you come back feeling better. Those people who go to Mombasa, they come back feeling better, every part of their body. Why? There's the salt property in the environment. They soak their feet in the ocean, which is salty, so they come back with a good skin. The foot fungus will have disappeared. If they had difficulty in breathing, they'll come back breathing lighter and feeling better, and their skin will have improved because you can detox specific organs.
Okay. When detoxing, many people do not know where they can get the products. Is there a way where people can make homemade detox for themselves?
And that would be the best. You know, you can't live on products. They're very good. I also sell products. But I wouldn't expect everyone in this country and all those who are watching me to be looking for me to buy products. So there are things you can make at home that can help you. I said one of them are the castor oil seeds. Those castor oil seeds are all over, like, especially in Kenya, where you find there are big castor oil and small ones. So if you find those small ones, don't just uproot them and throw them away. You can take 2. Just swallow 2 with water. You don't even have to chew them. And those will help you. The other thing I said was the natural salt. You just take a glass of water, put like a half teaspoon of the natural salt. You have to make sure it's the natural salt. Because if you take the common table salt, it's not a diuretic. The other natural salt is like a diuretic. It will help pull toxin and fluid out of your body instead of the other one that will help retain food in the body. The other one is like lemon. You can take a glass of water and just squeeze half a lemon and you take. That is very easy to take, isn't it? And then you can also make what we call the fruit water, detox water. So you just chop some of those strawberries or whatever fruit is around you. If you have thorn melon, that will do perfectly. You don't have to go and look for something that is not in your area. The way God has created us is that wherever you are, everything that you need is around there. So don't go looking for imported fruits. Whatever is there, just put it in water, let it stay at the table from 2 hours to 24 hours, and you start drinking that. Is that hard?
No, it's not.
Okay. And then also you can blend or make a smoothie or a juice of green leaf vegetables like spinach, skuma wiki, or carrot green, and all those. You just blend the juice. Cucumber is also very good. You can apply it on your skin. You can also drink the water from it.
Yeah, okay. You have mentioned quite a number of things you can use to make homemade detox. So for how long should one use them? Do each, for example, you've mentioned the natural salt, the castor seed oil, and even the thorn melon. For how long does each of those have a particular duration for which you can use them?
Natural health is supposed to be a lifestyle. See, like most of the things that I have mentioned, they're things that you can use daily. So if you can afford, you can take like the lemon water every day. Just a bit, just like half a lemon in hot water in the morning. Personally, I do that. I do that every day, and it has really helped me. It helps with digestion, and it helps you feel like you're not bloated. And then if the fruits that you can afford, you can, because when you make the detox water, you can also eat those fruits after that. It doesn't mean that it is spoiled. You can eat those fruits. So this is like a lifestyle. But if you have to use the salt, it's because you feel like your stomach is bad. That one you don't have to do every day. Once you feel okay, you stop it. The castor oil is also like when you feel like you're constipated and you feel like you ate something that is not being digestible, you've not moved your bowel for a long time or for longer than you normally move your bowel, then you can just take that. So it doesn't have to be like for a long time. But you can also be planning for cleansing once in a while, like we said, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, depending with what you are suffering or how healthy you want to stay.
Is detoxing for everyone, like children? Can they also detox? The elderly, like expectant women? Is it for everyone?
The products we have talked about, there are things that can be used for everyone. But there's some cleansing or detoxification that cannot be done by everyone. Because like where it involves somebody having diarrhea, you don't want that to happen to a pregnant woman. If they start diarrheaing, then that can provoke the uterus to start contracting, and they can have a miscarriage. So you don't want to do those things to a pregnant woman. But cleansing, like the fruit water, fruit detox water, that is for everyone. Yes, and also for children.
How can one master their body and notice, like for example, when a person is detoxing, sometimes maybe they may notice that it is not, they feel like it's not yet complete. They feel like they have not yet detoxed enough. How can one master and know that their body needs this at this time, and this is happening to their body and they need to use this?
Where you start is, we say the body have two needs, nourishment and cleansing. When you start eating right, whenever you eat wrong, your body will always tell you you're dirty. And then you'll know you need to do something. Because if you eat things that will make you constipated, then your body will be telling you, I need to go, your bowels need to be moved. So you see, then you need to know. And when you go to the toilet and feel like you have not emptied properly, you'll know that you need to go ahead and empty properly. You know, everyone knows whenever they go and sit on the toilet, whether they move their bowel completely or they remain with something. No one should go to the toilet and feel like they have left something in the body because it is not coming out. Or they feel like, I want to go to the bathroom, but even if I sit, I'm not being able to go to the toilet. No one should get to that point. So that is one of the ways that the body speaks to you. But as I have started, you start eating right, your body will know how to remove all the toxin out of your body. Yes. Okay,
some people have a notion about detoxing, and they feel like detoxing is, for example, there are people who use herbal medicines for detoxing, and some people have a negative aspect about detoxing. What can you tell them?
Well, I don't want to talk about the word herb, because I'm not a herbalist. I'm a natural health professional. The reason why people are hesitant about the herbs is because most of the herbalists, they have not gone through any formal education. So most of them are the people who have just learned what need to be done from maybe their forefathers or just like that. So you see, if you fall in the hands of somebody who cannot give a proper explanation of why they are giving this and how it works and how it affects the body, you see, you'll be hesitant. But I want to say, if you use something natural with knowledge, it doesn't have any side effect. Food is supposed to be our medicine, and our medicine is supposed to be food. So just know who is advising you, who is selling to you what, and if they can give proper explanation. There are people who are sales ladies and salesmen, and there are people who are professionals. So if you have a need and you want to have like an alternative person to see you, just know who is seeing you. Sawa sawa. Yes.
Okay, thank you. When it comes to detoxing, there are times when people need a full body cleanse. Is there, for example, detoxing, is it about consuming it, or you can also detox probably by steaming, or even, for example, the skin, is there a way you can detox it externally without consuming something orally?
Yes, there's a way you can cleanse the skin externally, but where is that toxin coming from? It's coming from inside. So I'll keep on repeating this. You need to be mindful of what you're putting in your body. First of all, what we say in natural health is that something that you cannot eat, don't apply it on your skin because it will still produce a toxin on your skin. The skin has something we call the pores, so it absorbs things. So if you apply something that is not organic, it will be absorbed and that will be a toxin to the body. And the body will work very hard to try and remove that. I want to give an example of if you have a condition and you have to use steroids. If you apply a steroid on your body, it will be absorbed and that will work with your kidney. So one of the ways to cleanse the skin without consuming something internally, you still have to consume something internally, but very small, is if you can go to a sauna or if you can go to a greenhouse. What you do is take a teaspoon of coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil. Just swallow it. And then you go out there. You see it will be hot and you start sweating. So that oil will help you cleanse the body and it will help remove the toxin from your body. So, but you have to sweat, something that will make you sweat. Okay, so that way you'll find that after you cleansed, you wash, the skin will start glowing, but don't take anything else that is not good in your body because the skin will still want to cool it. One of the things with detox, if you detox the wrong way, especially with some products, you'll find that your tongue will start, you start getting sores, like wounds. Why? Because I told you that the tooth, every tooth correlates with an organ. So if you just start doing oil pulling, and all the toxins will pass through the mouth, then you find that the tongue will be affected, or you'll have mouth sore. So the best way to cleanse is the normal way, which is flushing it through the bowel system. Because you might even done some cleansing, and then it should just come out through your skin. So it's good to be guided on how to take. And fruits, lemon, that will never affect you. Yes. Okay. So whenever you read something on the YouTube, just try to consult further.
How can you tell our viewer who are the people they should consult about detoxing in case one needs to detox?
Okay, then the ones you should consult are people who are able to give you an explanation of why they are doing something. Most of the natural health professionals, they will help you cleanse your body. And they will talk to you in a way, just like a professional counselor will talk to you. And it will make sense. They talk to you and it will make sense. Because the problem would be somebody had something and they come said it to you. So they will not have a good explanation. So go to a health natural professional.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much for educating us about detoxing, but sadly we have come to the end of our show today. My viewer, thank you for watching us and keeping us company as we were learning from Mrs. Mudhuri about detoxing. I hope that you have learned from what she has told us. See you next time on Front Bench Live, and remember that you can always comment at In Christ TV so that we can get your feedback. Thank you.